Oh hey, didn't see you there. I'm gonna just go wash this off and then we'll talk, so go make yourself at home out there. As some of you know, I am a wuss when it comes to public speaking, which is why I'm doing this through video, but I just wanted to congratulate all of my classmates, all of you, for making it this far. You know, it doesn't mean much coming from me, but I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all of us. We've done, I'd say, a good job. You know, we've been doing this our whole lives. We get up early, go to school. Everyone tells us what to do and how to do it. We're given an endless stream of tests and essays and quizzes and homework, even though we look up all the answers on Quizlet, but you know, it's still pretty tedious work, kind of annoying. But you know, after this year, all of that, it's gone. Everything's gonna be different. So I just wanted to take a moment during this speech to talk about my experience at Lancaster High School. So, to begin, my freshman and sophomore years, they weren't the best, you know, but they weren't awful compared to other people. You know, I was arrogant, I was rude, I talked back to people, I was pretty bratty, but you know, it's because I was stressed. I was extremely stressed. I had a lot of things going on in my life, like really important things. You know, I had to think about what iPhone was coming out next, you know, what updates it would have, if it would be worth my money, what Vans I was gonna wear to school, you know, just to make sure that nobody had the same shoe as me. So, really important stuff. My music teacher, Miss McCoy, she knew that I was stressed because, you know, she was one of the people that I was rude to, that I didn't really get along with. And so her solution was to let me come to her class during my study halls and play the piano. And I'll always be grateful for that because it opened my eyes to how therapeutic music could be. And, you know, I slaved away at the piano for 2 whole years, you know, practicing every time I could. And, you know, with all the practice I've had, I can proudly say that I know how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb like a boss. My sophomore year, I took Latin, which is my favorite class of all time. It opened my eyes to, you know, other cultures and other languages. It takes up a lot of time in my life now because I'm taking online Spanish courses. So I'm really grateful for her.
Miss Roy. Let's go!
I'm really grateful for Miss Roy because of that. Another class that I took that was a real passion of mine, it was psychology. I took it twice. I even took an online course. I took sociology. And after taking it, I discovered, you know, like social work, and that was a career option, you know, helping people. I loved learning about how people thought, why they did things, you know? Because let's be honest, in this world, people do a lot of crazy stuff. Like, it's just insane. I mean, just look at how many people voted for Donald Trump. I don't think I've met anyone who's ever done anything weirder than that. Like I said, high school has, you know, changed me for the better. And the majority of the things that changed me weren't the classes or the material in the classes, it was the teachers, you know? So I have to thank my teachers My first thanks goes out to Miss Means. She is the most caring and giving person I have ever met, which is incredibly helpful when someone's going through, a stressful time. She's a shoulder for everyone, and I think there isn't a single person who knows Miss Means that can't appreciate that. My second thanks goes up to Miss Reut, my Latin teacher. Her energy and her attitude, sometimes positive, sometimes sassy, has made starting my school day so much easier. It puts me in a good mood, which makes the rest of the day so much easier to deal with. So I'm grateful for her. My last thanks goes out to Mr. Riggs. I know, I'm just as surprised as you are. His influence didn't so much affect my mood, but how I dealt with people. He helped me become more extroverted and social, which I'm extremely grateful for. Clearly not extroverted enough to do a public speech, but I'm getting there. But he taught me that no matter where you are in life, there's always going to be people who are rude and annoying and that don't know boundaries, but you have to deal with them because sometimes they're in a position of power over you, like a teacher position, and you just have to deal with them in a way that's beneficial for everyone. So I am grateful to him because he was a great teacher. He was always asking people how they were doing. He was included in his students' lives, and he was funny. He made class fun, and so I'm grateful to him for that. Even though sometimes he can be an ass. I think we can all agree that this has been going on for way too long. I wrote way more than I should have for a speech. It was supposed to be 2 minutes long, and I have dragged it on for so long. So to end it, my advice for people who are going to be seniors soon is to have as much fun as you can, to be a kid, go to the parties, go to the school dances, go to the pep rallies, all the concerts and plays, join clubs, be social, because the last thing you want is to graduate without having a friend group, some people you can rely on, people who will always be there for you even after high school. So, just study, but make sure that studying isn't the only thing you're doing. And the quote I will leave this off on is by Vivian Green. It's, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning how to dance in the rain. Which means if life's getting tough, you just gotta hit the wall, man.